Okay. Let's take the telecom story forward and let me welcome on board Tarun Lakhotia from Kotak Institutional Equities. He tracks the telecom space as well very closely. Tarun, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. While there's no taking away from the fact, Tarun, that these are structural reforms for the telecom sector which are going to mean well. But the question clearly boils down to Vodafone Idea once again. While the steps are definitely going to provide a bit of a breather, but does this really address issues of survival, and does this really materially improve the company's ability to invest and hence sort of arrest the market share loss that they had been witnessing for the past many days?
Yeah, hi, good morning. See, first thing, if we understand, right, there are three issues that Vodafone Idea is grappling with. There is issue with their cash flows, there are issues with their P&L, and then there is an issue with their balance sheet. Now, the announcements what government has made yesterday addresses the cash flow situation for them for the next 4 years and possibly beyond as well. But in terms of whether there is actual relief on the balance sheet front, answer is clear no. Whether there is any change in the P&L for the company, again the answer is no. Which means that the situation for them where they continue to lag behind Bharti and Jio in terms of their network capabilities and the service offerings to the customers. So that does not really change for them, which means that their subscriber base, which has been continuing to decline, that will continue. So it allows them to just remain as a player in the industry, but they will still be fragile and gradually losing market share to the other two operators.
So what you're saying, this is that this definitely gives them a shot at survival, but it only kicks the can down the road. They will still need more fundraising. They will still have to go about tariff hikes and at the same time try and protect the reduced market share that they already have.
Absolutely. So, capital infusion is, of course, required, and that is required in a significant way because their capital deployment in the network has been quite patchy as compared to what Bharti and Jio has been invested in last few years. Incrementally, of course, as we move towards 5G, Vodafone Idea may, completely fall short on that, technology evolution as well. So the only way for them is that besides capital infusion, to increase tariffs in a meaningful way to still remain relevant in the industry in the longer run. Now, in fact, our view is that after the changes which government has proposed, at least one thing is clear, that government wants the industry structure to be maintained as either, 3 private players plus 1 PSU, or for all, two players eventually. So in that scenario, the operators now, being told that this is how the industry is likely to be, it would make sense for them to not really wait any increased tariffs meaningfully to enhance the industry economics and improve, value proposition for the customer and try to gain subscribers as they could.
Tarun, the one thing that yesterday's announcement don't do is, lift the overhang of high incidence of statutory levies on telcos, which, continues to remain a strong industry ask.
No, absolutely. Which is what I said initially, right? That there is no relief that we are seeing on the P&L front because of these announcements, right? We have a license fee and spectrum usage charge of somewhere around 11-12% across all operators. Now, that is something which could have been reduced. What the government has done, they have done away with SUC for auctions in future. But for bulk of the revenues which will be generated on their base spectrum that they have acquired over the last several years, the SUC charges and the license fees, something which these companies will have to continue to pay at the same rate. So you're absolutely right that there is nothing that changes on the P&L, and probably that relief is still something which government can consider and work out in subsequent future.
Great to have you on the show and get in all this insight on what you're making of the relief package. Good to speak with you.
Thank you.